guys joined Rock Sock and what attracted you to it?
Am I going first?
You can go first if you want.
I joined 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because, like all the other unis have Rock Socks, and all my friends who went to different unis said they were amazing, and I was like, hell yeah. You know, it just seemed like the type of society people can join that have like faced adversity, people that don't like prison.
So what you're saying is
Prison.
It's basically for all like the freakish people and the people who don't go by society.
Yeah,
So
it's for the people that are like still feel like they're outcasts.
Yeah.
You know, it's a place to not be an outcast.
Amy?
I joined Rock Sock 2 years ago, and I joined it because this one approached me.
I dragged her there.
Yeah.
I remember us walking to Freshers Fair and I was like, you're going to get a membership, right?
I'd known her about 2 days at this point. Yeah.
You were there with a gun against the back. Just
Pretty much.
Just leading it step by step.
But it wasn't a regret.
It was a good idea, but she was just going into it.
So like
She made like all her friends there, okay?
I
you
did.
met all your close friends there, basically.
Yeah. Not by choice.
Curtis?
I joined Rock Sock at the start of this year. These two suggested it. I think I met up with them at one of the socials because I was kind of like drugged to, was it San Diego's?
Yeah.
Yeah, for Whiskey Wednesdays. Oh, so fun. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted to join it because it seemed like a really good idea. Like, when I went back to Lancaster, there wasn't really a rock society, so I was kind of stuck having no like alternative friends, and it makes a difference, like having some proper alt mates, because it's all same interests.
Yeah, where you can talk, you know, everyone's like into the same music and stuff,
yeah,
wears the same sort of clothing.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
one's judgmental of you for wearing what
Nah,
you
yeah, that's the thing. It's definitely about that. And I mean, when you sit down in a bar and you're chatting to someone who's, you know, at least a little bit, or you've always got something in common with them, while at the end of the day, you chat to someone who's, I mean, we'll talk about Prism. Yeah, you chat to someone in Prism and you chat about anything like Led Zeppelin like that, and they just look at you like you're demented. Like,
What's it, Led Zeppelin?
there's currently a cat, and it's come to join us.
I'd stroke
Hey,
him.
baby.
He's diseased.
He's not diseased.
Welcome to Burley
His
Park.
fur's growing back.
What happened?
We don't know.
Right, anyway, right, we'll
That can be cut.
give it like 5 seconds so then I can cut it easily. Okay. What sort of event does Rock Socks do?
Well, I'm not.
Key club.
Yeah, I'm not actually. We're not actually really allowed to say it or advertise it like that, but we just drink a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically it's just a drinking society for people.
Kinda.
who are,
A
Like
little bit.
we.
outcasts.
Yeah, we go to different bars, different venues.
Strobs.
We
Fenton.
sort out different like gigs and stuff.
Sometimes we play poker.
Yeah,
do
so
play
we meet up and have poker nights and card game nights and just chill nights.
Is it a really welcoming atmosphere, would you say, as well? Like is anyone just allowed to join in? Even like, say if it's halfway through a year, and
Yeah.
you know you haven't met this guy, and they just show up, would you be like welcoming to them, you know, like straight away, or is it an inclusive crowd, would you say?
Yeah, but you can understand why it's like really intimidating for some people when you kind of join and it feels like everyone here already knows each other so well.
And with some of our members, like Zach, 6'2" Hagrid, like,
Yeah.
it's literally intimidating.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
you
Like,
look at us with all of our leather jackets and long-haired men, and it's like,
I remember when I went for a drink with Zach for the first time, and literally was like, turned around to me, just went, buy me a drink, and I went, what? And he just stood up and went, buy me a drink, and I was like, literally like,
Okay. You know, you didn't have to buy him a drink, right?
I was intimidated though. This is what we were talking about. I
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean they threaten you.
to be fair, though, you get some little abrasive like personalities, but when I shouted to Zach, the moment I mentioned like Roger Daltrey and the Who, he was just like, "We're best friends now."
Zach's actually a really nice guy.
Yeah,
Zach's on the
awesome.
record, Zach's really
He'll
nice.
never admit that he likes you, but
He just knows that he's
This
like,
interview's gone way off the beaten track. We're talking
Yeah.
about Zach now. This
Yeah.
is not,
Okay, interview about
this
Zach.
is not what we're here for. We're to talk about Leeds and the Rock Society and how they're like blended together.
it is really welcoming if you kind of stick with it and keep going out with
Yeah.
them. Eventually, you will just sort of become part of it.
Glue.
Like,
Yeah.
and it won't feel like a society anymore. It'll just feel like you're meeting up with your mates.
It literally feels like, for me, we are a group of friends funded by the uni to hang out.
Pretty much.
So like that, like off, like is there a sense of community then in being a member of Rock Sock like that?
Oh yeah.
Definitely. There's a little bit of an inner circle, like where we're all really good friends.
And then there's people we know, and they're all really good friends, and
yeah,
you know, and like everyone seems to.
but
know
when we
each
all
other.
come together, everyone knows each other and everyone chats. You could fill a room with us, and everybody would be happy to talk to each other. There's not really any grudges held. Like nobody.
Yeah, and if anyone ever like has a disagreement or whatever, it gets sort of sorted out within the group.
Yeah.
I will say this: there isn't any drama. I can't remember any drama on nights out between the Rock Society. So that nothing like that ever starts. There's never any. You can't really sit down and say, "Oh, they've been chatting about them and this and that." There's none of that. There's no backstabbing. No
I think it's like
anything.
what you said about. Never mind.
Never mind.
I forgot what you said.
Cheers.
There's no drama.
Why am I even
think
here?
There's no drama or disagreements or anything because, like, especially with the committee always being there, like Callum and Paul and Terry, you'll always feel kind of safe around them,
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's a really comfortable atmosphere around them lot because, I don't know, they've not really
'Cause
got any
they're not-
authority, but it feels like they do.
Yeah.
They're not biased either.
Yeah,
like,
they won't judge you for anything that you do.
Yeah.
And they won't.
They'll always put you in the best light, even if you're wrong.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, even if there is a disagreement, they'll always try and see your side of the story, even if you are wrong. And
Also, there's the page and stuff, you know, and
Yeah.
you can literally, even if you're bored one night, you can just put down bored anyone
Anyone wanna
up to
drink?
yeah, anyone
Yeah,
want to go out,
definitely.
like, and
See loads
you'll
of
get
that,
people
yeah.
replying immediately.
Yeah. Always somebody up for a drink at Dry Dock at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Pretty much. Who's in town? Drinks.
So, like, would you say the rock sock is embedded in the Leeds alt scene, and if so, why?
I'd say that it is in the university
Yeah.
alt scene. Like, if you're alternative and in university, then yes, it's the first place that you'll go, the first place that you think of, the first people that you'll think of. But within the alt scene, in general, in Leeds, I
Probably
think
not. No. If you went down to Brood and you mentioned Rocksock, I don't think anyone in Brood would know what you're on about. And
You would
Yeah, but Brood's full of hipsters.
That's what I mean.
you would find
But
that you
is-
are the group is like recognisable though.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
yeah.
we're always at the same places as the it's like the
Yeah.
alternative scene in Leeds. Like you've got like Bad Apples and that, and when we all walk in as a group, people are like Rock Socks here.
bar staff know us.
Yeah, but it's not.
We
but
know
it
people.
but it's not like
It's
we're
connect straight back
like
to
really
drinking.
close with the rest of the community like we are with each other.
So, what would you say Leeds has to offer the alt community?
Quite
Plenty,
a lot.
yeah,
We've got
plenty.
like the coin exchange for like alternative clothing. We've got a ton of piercing shops, tattoo shops,
Yeah,
fucking
loads
everywhere
of
on
tattoo
every
shops.
street.
There's loads of
Yeah.
gig
That's
venues.
right,
We've
so
got
it's-
Slam
it's
Dunk.
in
You know, we've-
Yeah, we've got Slam Dunk
We-
every year.
Mm-hmm.
there used to be more.
Key Club, Apples, Carpe when it
There
was
used to be
still
like
open.
Wendy
Yeah.
House and stuff like that.
There's a lot of gigs on
Straubs.
as well in Uni of. Like you can go to Uni of and you can
Yeah,
see
there's a ton at
tons
uni
of
of
gigs.
like Motionless in White were there not long ago and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Suicide Silence were there as well.
and
Like,
we've seen a few pop punk bands there. So
I think you could find more alternative gigs in Leeds than you could normal gigs, if you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
hear more about Fall Out Boy playing at
Yeah.
the O2
And if you
rather
watch
than First Direct
interviews-
Arena rather than
Yeah, if you watch interviews and you talk to bands that are from America, the first thing they say is, we want to go to Leeds. You talk to, like, if you look at Canterbat's interviews, Alex from Canterbat's just straight up said Leeds' favourite city.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and like going back to what you were saying about Corn Exchange, like I don't know if you guys like because none of you guys are from Leeds, are you?
No, no,
But
no.
when I grew up from Leeds, Corn Exchange was the place to go if you're alternative.
Oh,
Like,
Ali knows all about that.
You see, there would be like literally hordes of goths and emos
Sat
like
out on the
outside it. Like
steps.
literally,
Yeah.
you would
That
walk past
whole
the Corn
quarter of
Exchange.
the city though, it's the same really, isn't it? Like, was it called Soul
It was
Halls
very
and
different
stuff?
back
Yeah.
in the day though.
Yeah.
Like when I was like growing up, I remember when I was like 15, 16 and me and my friends would go into the Corn Exchange and you would literally just meet like hundreds of emos because it wasn't even a joke. There was literally hundreds of people just sat outside not doing anything, just talking.
There was a
like-
place like that in Lancaster because it was called the Fountain. It was in the city centre. and
Yeah,
it-
I've seen that.
And it was
100%,
just sort of like it was a place for all the emos and scene kids to go because obviously they're too young to like go out and drink and whatever. So it's where they would hang out and have their
Meet
friendship
up,
groups.
Yeah.
You can even find places to eat in Leeds that are a bit alternative, like Reds. It's like
The Joint.
Yeah.
Reds, the Joint,
Rip
things
Meat
like
and
that.
liquor.
Yeah,
Got
meat and liquor.
Almost Famous as well.
And there's so many pubs.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of places.
Yeah.
People don't mind us playing like our trashy music as well.
No, they really don't.
No,
Oh,
they
they've got
never
Otley
do.
Runs. Alternative
Runs,
Otley
yes.
Runs.
Always fun.
That's more up to us for that to be alternative.
When we did
Like,
the
it's
rock star
usually
one, it was
not-
so awesome.
Oh, I know, that was good.
So, do you guys have any like particular favourite venues or bars that you'd like to go out on nights out?
Carpe.
Straubs.
But Carpe is dead.
I know.
We know.
It needs
We're not
to come
happy about
back.
it.
It's been a year and it's still too soon.
It's not been a year, has it?
Nearly.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I enjoyed Fenton.
No, because
I enjoyed Fenton.
no, it's not
I don't
a
like
year because
Fenton.
I
these
like it
guys
'cause
used to
it's
come
cheap.
to Carpe with us.
Cheap pool, downstairs
No, they
sitting
didn't.
area.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
all you need.
Fenton.
Curtis,
Yeah.
you remember coming to Carpe with us?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course. Yeah.
See, it's been.
That's where I first met you, November.
Okay.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so if you had any advice to any new students who might be joining the society in Freshers, what would it be?
Find us at Freshers Fair immediately.
Pay for your membership. You'll make it all back in discounts immediately.
Yeah,
True.
pretty much. £3, it goes a long way.
Stick with the events if you want to
Yeah.
make friends.
Yeah, really, really attempt to talk to committee members or like long-standing members of the society.
Yeah.
I'd say go around and go to people's houses. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not invasive. Even if it sounds like it's saying, "Mate, can I come round to a flat for a few beers?" It's the best thing you can say.
I think the
'cause
best thing you can do is try and think of us all on an individual basis.
Yeah,
To be honest, I
Like make friends with people, not just the society.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually,
it's
important.
I actually joined Rock Sock like a couple of months before Freshers actually, because I moved here, like because obviously the housing starts in like July, and I met Callum. I spent like my whole summer with Callum, and through him I met all of Rock Sock. Like I joined officially in September, but they made me feel like so welcome before I'd even like paid to go, and like that was a really good way of getting into it, like sort of getting to know people individually.
So you say joining Rock Soccer overall, it's just a really positive thing, and if you're alternative or like into the metal, and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
rock
There's
and
something for
everything,
everyone.
You should definitely do it.
It's
Yeah.
not like you need to be with us 24/7 either. You don't need like a massive commitment to
No.
the society. A little bit will go a long way.
You can have your own friends, and you'll find like your own scene in Rock Sock, whether it's like a different genre of music or whatever.
Yeah. There's like Zach likes like jazz rock and stuff like that, doesn't he? Like,
There's metal,
always
there's industrial. We've got loads of new
We've got
nights out
steampunk
and-
people and
Yeah, steampunk.
It happens.
I love steampunk.
I know.
Corsets and glasses.
And we've got pop
Goggles.
punk people and just full on goths.
Yeah.
And then we can all get together and not be weird about it. We'll just
Yeah.
get along really well.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's like a pot of just like people throwing different ingredients in and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's
Among
like,
a bunch of weirdos, you're never going to be labelled a weirdo.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You will
No one's
never be judged.
You will not be judged because you could really say something back quite
It's
easily.
just a generally good atmosphere.
well, I'm glad to hear it. You've said some really positive things, and I'm sure some freshers who will see this might be persuaded to
Join
join.
up, yeah.
And they might be meeting you
Mhm.
anytime soon. So if they
Probably.
do, say hi to them.
Did
No.
you see me? I'm your treasurer.
5
feel
seconds.
awkward.
5 seconds for cut. Give it a second.
Right. Well, thank you for letting me interview today. And
No
I'll get out
worries.
of your hair.
Cheers.
Okay, thanks.